Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Zamy, and I help folks just like you, just like me, to make money using social media as a side gig or a main gig, whatever I guess it's up to you, right? So if that is you, drop the word me in the comments and I will reach out to you afterwards and share some information with you. If not, that is totally cool. What is going on? Welcome. If you're joining me live, let me know where you're tuning in from. I am live on all channels: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, later X, LinkedIn, and Threads. What is happening? Today is a really big day, you guys. Big day for some of us. Some of us. Not everybody knows this day. Today is December 3rd. And today, when I tell a story, usually, or when you hear a story, usually you hear it from the start, and then you hear all the stuff in between, and then you hear the ending, right? Well, today with this story, the story I'm going to share with you is opposite. I'm going to give you the ending first, and then work my way back up. So this is probably one of my favorite stories to share. And that is, today is Rocky Day. How many of you knew today was Rocky Day? I'm very curious. If you knew, drop a 1 in the comments. Drop a 1 in the comments if you knew today was Rocky Day. What that means is that 1976, December 3rd, is when Rocky released. Now, at the time, it wasn't as big as it is today, although it ended up doing actually 200 million on the box office, which is crazy for those days, right? Now, how does one go from Sylvester Stallone to being a Rocky and having a Rocky Day? In fact, not a Rocky Day, a Rocky week. It actually lasts for a whole week. So the whole Rocky Day starts today, but Rocky, it continues for the week. How does one go from there to being celebrated every year for 48 years for a week? Hey, as you guys are joining me live, let me know you're here. I'd love to know who's here, who's not here. Thank you for the follow. I'll follow back for sure. So let me share with you a couple of stories about Sylvester Stallone. He actually, it started from birth for him. In fact, when he was being born, when the doctors were getting him, one doctor used a forceps and actually damaged a nerve in his left side of his face and damaged them permanently. Not just permanently, like face and like look and speech. Leah, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you, Jewel and Kitty. So, isn't that interesting? So, right at birth, he was born with a speech impediment, and he didn't look right. So, but he wanted to be an actor. This guy wanted to be an actor, so he moved to New York, and he went out for auditions after auditions after auditions. In fact, he went to over 1,500 auditions, and everybody told him that, hey, you probably not gonna make it real good as an actor because you got this face thing and you sound really weird. That's what I told him. In fact, his first acting job was a movie. I should know this movie name. I don't remember the name, but he was in the movie for, I believe, 3 seconds or 30 seconds, and the whole thing was that he was getting punched and beat up the whole entire time. That was his first role. Well, it got to a point for him where he had $106 to his name, and his wife was pregnant at the time, not too happy with everything. He couldn't find a job. He couldn't land a role. Um, he asked her to sell her jewelry, and yeah, that wasn't a good idea. She didn't like that a whole lot, and things didn't go well with them. In fact, what happened was he ended up selling his best friend, his dog. He sold his dog for $25 just to be able to feed himself. Crazy, right? Yeah, Rocky. So, isn't that crazy? So he sold his dog for $25 to some guy in front of a 7-Eleven or something. And then he's just down on his luck, right? He's just really bummed out about everything. And one night he just goes to this bar, and he's watching this fight between Muhammad Ali and this no-name guy, right? And he watches this guy, and he sees that no matter what Muhammad Ali is doing to this guy just keeps coming forward, like keeps coming forward. In fact, at one point, he knocked Muhammad Ali down. And he's all thinking to himself that, you know what? Man has got to stand up to life. And this is a quote: man's got to stand up to life. And just in case you can go the distance with life, and then you're all set. So at that time, he comes home and he literally starts to write. And 3 days later, Rocky is born. He's got the script now. Now he starts calling around people. Hey, I got the script. They offer him. Now remember, this guy's got like $106 in his name. Sold his dog for $25. At this point, he's flat broke, right? And in fact, he got evicted from his apartment, and he had to live in a bus stop for 3 weeks. But he was just not giving up. He wanted to be an actor, and that's all he wanted to do. He had a car that was worth $40, I think, and it blew up on him. Like these little stories about Stallone is crazy. And so the script with Rocky, they offer him $25,000. I think at first was 25,000, and then it goes to 100K. They give him 150, 175, 250,000, and the whole thing is, why is he not saying yes? I mean, this guy's broke. Why is he not saying yes? Because the whole thing is, they don't want him to play in the movie. They're like, you suck. We can't listen. We don't want you in the movie. We want this movie to do good, and you're just not that guy. So in the back of his mind, he knew with every fiber in his being that if he gave that script up, and if it turned out to do really well, he said he would have jumped off a cliff. You know what I mean? He would stand in front of a train or something. He would be like, oh my God, this is like, what did I do? Right? That was his only chance, his only opportunity to take. And he did not sell in. This is so powerful, you guys. Somebody who's flat broke, no money in bank account, is offered $250,000, and yet he says no. In fact, they go up to 330. They go up to $360,000. They offer to buy this script and have Stallone have nothing to do with the acting part. He says, no way. He says, no way. And he takes the script and he just walks away. And he's just sitting in his room and whatnot. And a couple weeks or 3-4 weeks after, he gets a phone call from the director, and they offer him $35,000. They go, all right, here's the deal. $35,000, you get to play in the movie. However, it's one take. There's no take 3, take 500. You got to do this in one shot. And so this is one shot for him, right? This is like one shot above everything. This is it. And so he says yes. He takes their 35,000, and the first thing he does is what? He actually goes and stands in front of that liquor store for, I think, I want to say about a month. Don't quote me on that. Maybe a little less, but about a month, and waits for the guy that he sold his dog to. When he catches him, he tells him, hey, listen, obviously my situation was bad. Sold the dog to you for $25. I want him back for $100. And the guy goes, no, this is my dog. No. He goes, what? What are you talking about? This is my dog. He goes, no. And he goes, all right, 500. No. 1,000. No. 5,000. No. The guy says, no, this is my dog. They end up selling for $15,000 for Rocky to get the dog back, and a very small role that the guy had to play in the movie. And there's a part that he actually plays in the movie, very small, like 3 seconds, 5 seconds long or something, right? So he gets his dog back, and the dog actually is the dog in the movie, Butkus. That's the dog that he sold for $25 and got back. So how does one go from there, for getting evicted, sleeping on a bus stop for 3 weeks, to having today be Rocky Day and be celebrated for a week? That's crazy, right? It's such a crazy story. I think it's amazing how much pressure you can get from every direction, from every single person, from anything and everything, when you're committed and you want to do this thing. You're committed to your dream or your purpose. It's amazing how many struggles, how many speed bumps, how many curveballs, how many things will happen to derail you, defocus you, throw you off. It's unbelievable. Everything that could go wrong would go wrong, to test you, to see if you would switch sides, right? If you would sell, even if you sold the script for $360,000, that weekend it did 200 million in the box office. Sometimes you come so close to selling your dreams, selling what's really burning inside you. You come really close because it's tempting, right? Because it's really tempting. But then if you give into the temptation, you already sold your dream, right? We agree. So You guys know. If you don't know, now you know. Rocky is my favorite, ultimate movie on the planet. All his movies, but Rocky like 1 through 6, and I can recite. Well, there's no six, but that the last one is Rocky Balboa. But I can recite every single line of every single person in every single Rocky. That's how many times I've seen the movie. It's such a brilliant series of movies that's just incredible. It's one of those things that's going to be lasting for generations and generations. Like it doesn't matter if you're Gen this or Gen that. It's Rocky, right? Everybody knows Rocky. So I want you to know that December 3rd, 1976 is when Rocky was aired for the first time. And today's 48 years after, and it's still celebrated. What if you and I lived our lives like that? That we are celebrated like this. That'd be amazing. Everybody would agree with me that would be amazing. So if I say, wouldn't that be amazing? You would probably say, yeah, that would be amazing. But would you go through all that stuff that Rocky went through? No, you wouldn't. Let's just be truthful. You wouldn't. At the very first sign of something going wrong, you're like, oh, can't do it. I'm done. Right? I mean, you wouldn't go to 1,500 auditions. There's no way. No way. You would not go through 1,500 auditions. In fact, you would not go through 2 rejections. You start a business, you tell somebody, they're like, oh my God, you did what? And you're like, oh my God, I'm going to go quit. 1,500 auditions? You're nuts. You would never do that. Would you tell your spouse or significant other to sell their things? No. Would you sleep on a bus stop because you want to pursue your dream? I don't think so. Would you turn down $360,000 when you got $106 in your name and you just sold your dog for $25 because you want to pursue your dream? No, you wouldn't. You would not. So you shouldn't say that's amazing, because you wouldn't go through any of this stuff, let alone all of it. You wouldn't go through one thing. It's amazing for somebody that would take that on. It's amazing for somebody that recognizes those challenges, relates with them. It's amazing to somebody that says, you know what? Yeah, I'll go through 1,500. I'll go through them. I'll go through 1,500 rejections. I'll go through them. It's amazing for somebody like that. It's amazing for somebody to get 35,000 and then spend 15,000 to get their dog back. Would you do that? You may say yes now, but if you're in that position, $100 in your name may be a little different. And you would do it if you believed with every fiber in your being, wouldn't you? All of a sudden, you'd have the money. All of a sudden, you'd come up with the time. Why? Because you believe wholeheartedly with every fiber in your being, no matter what anyone else says. You're not going to be an actor. Dude, you suck. You can't even talk straight. And you got this thing on your face. He's paralyzed on the left side. would you say, oh, you're right. I am paralyzed on the left side, so yeah, you're right. I'm not going to be an actor. I'll just become a, you know, IT person. No, nothing against, you know, but I'll become IT person. If he became an IT person, I wouldn't have this shirt. I wouldn't have this poster. Hundreds of thousands of people would have no motivation. Those 72 steps that he ran up, you know how many thousands of people go there every day and take pictures running up those 72 stairs? Imagine he would have quit at the 1459th audition. He wouldn't have Rocky. What I'm asking you is, where have you stopped? Where have you cut your road short? Where have you cut corners? I was thinking that myself today. You don't have to tell me. You got to be straight up with you, not me. But this is an amazing story for those who want to take on that challenge. We can sit there, watch the movie, have some popcorn, and say, oh man, that's amazing. Go to bed. Next day, go to our miserable life. Like nothing. What was so amazing about it? Something is amazing. It's got to affect you. It's got to do something to you. Not for 10 minutes. Right? I would think. You don't tell your spouse you're amazing for like 10 minutes only. They're amazing because of all the things. And it excites you and keeps you and moves you. Right? So I'm asking you to look back to see, where have you stopped? Where did you cut yourself short? Where did you sell your dream? Where did you sell it? I know it wasn't 360,000. I know, because I'm just like you. I know I didn't sell my dream for 360,000. I sold it for paycheck to paycheck, and not even enough for the bills for the month. That's what I sold it to. What a dumb deal. Wouldn't you say? If somebody came to you and said, listen, I got this deal on the table. I'm going to sell all my dreams for a job, and I'm not going to make enough to have like vacations or do this or do that, and probably not enough to pay bills either. Would you sit with an investor for that deal? Would like, but we do that, don't we? I did. I sold my dreams. All of them. Now it's like a return policy. I'm going back and getting them back. But most of those guys are gone. They're not going to pay me back. Are they? No. It's day one all over again. This time, I won't sell. This time, we're not making a deal. I'm not giving you my box of dreams. I'm not. For any price. No matter how many investors come in and tell me I want to buy them. But we do that on a daily basis, don't we? We sell short, real short. I'm asking you not to sell yourself short. I've done it for a long time. Recovery is tough, doable, but tough. I'm asking you to recognize where you are, understand if you're selling your dreams cheap, stop that deal. It's not a good deal. So, Rocky is a great movie and a character to have as a reminder, that, hey, listen, there may be a time where I'm going to have an opportunity to sell my dreams or just hold on to this until forever because it's worth more, isn't it? Anything you hold on to. So I'm asking you to do that. Work on your dreams. Get out of your comfort zone. I'm doing my best I can to get out of my. Hey, you see me singing, dancing, bopping, all kinds of stuff. So that's definitely like not something I've done, especially because I stutter. But I do it because I just want to get out there and do it. Because my mission, my voice, I feel like it's more important than that. And there are two people that really enjoy them and like them often. I have like 2 followers, right? So hopefully with that, man, that was a good one. I tell you, man, when I talk about Rocky, I get all excited. I'm gonna just put on the movie right now and watch it. Um, yeah, yeah. Life is not a. I mean, I've done a few skits of Rocky back in the day. I may bring him up again, but with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. I didn't pay attention to any comments, so if you commented, I'll go back and reply and check them out no matter what platform you're on. I really appreciate you sticking around. And hey, listen, if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love. Tag a couple people. Let's go. And again, my name is Sean Azimi, and I help folks just like you, just like me. We just talked about it, to pursue their dreams, whatever your dream is. I know what mine is, right? I help you make some extra money online using social media. That could be the vehicle, if you would, right? You determine your dreams, your goal, your destination. You just need a car to get there, right? So the movie was very well done. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Oh man, I got to read one comment, Steve. You see that, Steve? Oh, I got to read your comment. So yeah, I mean, there's so many scenes, right? There's just every episode, Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Adrian is doing something in there to pump him up, right? So listen, if you are somebody who wants to make some extra money using social media, online, using your phone, that kind of a thing, this whole gig economy, that's what I do. I help you, I help me. We do it together. It's not like I throw you in there and I watch and I go, I'm in the field, baby. I'll do it myself. And in fact, I've never asked anybody. Let me think. No, I've never asked anybody to do anything I haven't done myself, whether at this position or other jobs or wherever. Anything I've asked anybody to do, I've done it myself. So I don't just because I like to know how it feels. I like to know that. I like to get that experience. So if you're looking to make some extra money, especially these days, you want to have a tax write-off. Oh my God, how many times do I tell you this? Please. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. Let's go. If that's you, drop the word me in the comments and I will get back to you, share some information with you. I actually did a video today. I got it done. It took me a while. It was my phone was flipping. Took me a while to get this done, but it's a video that it gives you a complete overview A to Z. It's about 30 bucks, 30 minutes. It's about 30 minutes long. So if you're interested, I'll just shoot you that. You take a look, and then at the end, you will know if this is for you or not for you. You will know. And with that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.